Internet, that was loud. Hey Internet, what's going on? Aaron here, and today it's this black Metropolitan Pilot fountain pen. Who needs a fountain pen, right? Who cares? Wrong. A fountain pen is awesome, and here's why. First of all, it becomes a pride and joy to use. You probably write with a pen like every day, maybe multiple times per day, and you're using a garbage piece of junk pen that you have to fight with to get what you want it to do on the page. Maybe the ink doesn't come out right, it's kind of blotchy, or the ball's not rolling, or some garbage like that. All of those problems are gone with a nice fountain pen. When you use a fountain pen, you show it some more respect, because it responds to you more. You can kind of use it to, I know it sounds cliche, but express yourself more. When you press harder, more ink will come out. If you flick it, ink will go flying. If you want to be really gentle, you could even just let gravity do all the work and glide it across the page. If you move the pen quickly, the ink will be spread out on a thinner line. And all of these things change the way you want to use it, or change how you use it, because, well, it shows up on the page. It shows a little bit of class in a person when they have a nice pen that they're writing with, maybe that they even carry around with them or put some extra thought into, as opposed to just having some plastic garbage, right? It takes a little bit more thought to have a pen like this. Okay, so why this pen? Well, the reason I'm showing off this pen is because it's kind of in that perfect price point of quality without breaking the bank. See, if you just invest a little bit of extra money, you can have a nice fountain pen. This one here was under 25 bucks, and it's lasted me over a year, and it's working good as new. I have no reason to believe that it has gotten any wear and tear on it. It's just, it's that good. The next thing you want to think of when you're going to buy a fountain pen is, how much do the ink cartridges cost? Some pens force you to buy a proprietary cartridge that only that brand produces. Like this one. This is one of those pens. But if you look at how much those cartridges cost and you can get them for super cheap, then no problem. I have these ones here that I got. You can get 12 of them for about $4. That's great. One cartridge will last me around 6,000 words, something like that. So it's kind of just a negligible cost. You'll buy one cartridge, and in a year you'll use maybe 6 of them. Because, well, let's face it, you probably don't use a pen that much anymore. We have our tech, we have our technology. Which brings me to my next point of how I use this pen. Personally, I have my journal here that I write in, and I put only the most valuable and meaningful things in there. And so since I'm writing with a higher quality pen, it sort of has a heavier weight to it. I'd also use this pen for writing like thank you cards, or a birthday card, or signing documents, that kind of thing. And the nice thing is that because this pen is so great and reliable, it means that I don't need to have any other pens in my home. One pen, quality, perfect. In fact, I love this pen so much, I bought another one. If you notice, I've got one attached here. I have one for kind of at my workstation, and another one that I have by my bedside. On top of that, last Christmas, I bought pens for all my loved ones, and they're loving them too. They're just great pens. It's hard not to love this pen. What I say is, you could treat yourself to a nice restaurant meal, or you could buy a pen with some ink cartridges and it'll last you for years. On that note, what do you think? I mean, do people even need pens anymore? Should we phase them out completely? Is it just polluting the world? Do we benefit by engaging in these older, more traditional arts? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment on that one. Also, if you want this particular pen, you can check it out, link below, and well, let me know what you think. I'm at my sink here, and I thought it would be a neat idea to just kind of simulate what it would look like to do some maintenance on the pen. So if you wanted to change the ink cartridge, I'm just going to put my old cartridge right back in because, like, it's still good to go. But you would unscrew you take the top off, unscrew the back, and then just pop the cartridge off like that. And I'm going to put that aside now since it has some, like, you know, ink that can just fall out of it like that. But then you have the nib here, and what you want to do with the nib is run cold water down it. And the ink will come off, and it will also clean everything inside so that, well, you can, you know, have that nice, fresh, like new experience next time. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Only takes a couple seconds. You know, if you see the black no longer coming out, seems pretty good to me. Great. Okay, now normally what I would do is I would leave this to dry, but I will try and just like put the ink back in and just flick it around and see if I can show you live on camera kind of, well, like, I mean, just how versatile this pen is. Okay, I guess technically, like, somebody is gonna tell me that I probably just switched the nib with that of another pen or something, but, you know, I mean, I don't really have any. You can go suck it. Okay. I'm getting ink all over myself doing this, but we'll see what happens. So here we are. I'm going to just kind of like squeeze the back here like that to get the ink to start to flow. There you go. If you can flick ink out of it, you're good. And then screw on the back. And let's try it out. I have this FedEx thing here. It's just handy. There we go. The ink coming out is a little bit faded because I think the nib was still wet. But nonetheless, that's all there is to it.